What is up, guys? Welcome back to another video. So I'm just going to dive right into this. Make sure to leave a like, make sure to subscribe. Let's get into it. So we have a lot of Piggy news to talk about. Like, we got a trailer reaction, we got a bunch of new information, and apparently, I would assume that most of it is from this Piggy news show that Neosvoid did. And for anyone who doesn't know who Neosvoid is, they're a Piggy developer. So, apparently they helped out with the visual rebrand update. They were also asked a bunch of other questions as well. But yeah, they help develop Piggy. And, yeah, there's a lot of information that came out on Piggy, so we are going to get into it. Here we go. So, Piggy stats. So Piggy's like percentage has risen back to 90 after more than a year. Amazing. Awesome to hear. I'm very, very happy that, Piggy's managed to get back up to 90%, considering that it's been at 89 for so long, which, I mean, is it much of a difference? Not really. But is it a good thing? Yes. Maybe it'll rise to like 91 or 92%. So we got some good news for Piggy regarding the like ratio, regarding the like to dislike ratio. Next, there's a teaser for Decay 2 that came out. So we're gonna be reacting to it right now. Here we go, I've never seen it. Oh, here we go. Ooh, spooky. Oh my gosh. Dude, it's like a mansion. Whoa, that looks realistic. Look at the walls. That actually looks like a real life house to me. Other than maybe the light. Dude, that is crazy. Whoa. Is that Bunny's father? Whoa, what was that? Oh, the lamp is glitching. Oh my gosh, the eyes just turn white. Whoa. Oh, snap, jump scare. Whoa, delirium. Whoa. Whoa, what was that at the end? Hold on. So actually, we're gonna begin at the end here. Oh wait, whoops. Where was it? It was like 50-something seconds in, I saw something. Yeah, what was it? It was like right here. Oh, shoot. It's literally right there. 50... Let me wind it back real quick. Oh my gosh, there's like a little thing that like glitches. Maybe if I do it slower. Playback speed, let's go with 0.25. Oh, there it is. There it is, there it is, there it is. So yeah, you guys saw that. There's like a little like... What is that? Oh, look at that. So as you guys can see, there's the photo. And we got some sort of like red static going on. So, I'm not certain as to what this means. But maybe we'll have some sort of like BLOOD thirsty piggy or something. That maybe is like willing to like, hunt down anyone for prey. Maybe we'll get something like that. That's kind of what this makes me think of. But overall though, like this trailer, like, it is horrific. This trailer is horrific for, I feel like a traditional Piggy trailer. Although we haven't really gotten that many trailers for Piggy, but I feel like this one in particular, unlike Piggy Inner City, is kind of more like creepy than anything. It reminds me of the Mimic thing. Especially those pictures of the house. Like, to me, it looks like something you would see in the Mimic. But, like, this picture especially, it looks super realistic. Like, if you asked me if this was Roblox, I feel like I wouldn't necessarily say it is, because it just looks super, super, it just looks super good. Like, especially with all the graphics updates that Roblox has, like, this looks great. Like, the only thing that kind of made me scream Roblox was the chandelier. Really, other than that, I feel like that this is going to be a very, very realistic looking map. And that's something that is going to be, that's something that does make me look forward to this, is the fact that we're going to have a realistic looking, like, this might be the most realistic piggy map I've ever seen. Like, that's how good this looks based on the trailer. And now they show a bunny again. Now this was in the shadows. Now it was in the shadows as well in the other teaser. Um, so if I had to guess, this has to be something about Bunny. Have we gotten a character-focused chapter on Bunny? I don't think we ever did. So I wouldn't be surprised if we get to kind of explore Bunny's backstory a little bit with this Decay chapter. So I would not be surprised. That seems to be what they're hinting at. Because I wouldn't be surprised if this was like Bunny's father. Like it could be one of her relatives. But I would not be surprised in the slightest if this was related to Bunny. And it says delirium, so maybe we're gonna be like facing a piggy that, maybe tormented Bunny's past. Because when I think delirium, I think like internal conflict. I think, something maybe that inflicted trauma. So I'm kind of thinking that we'll get some sort of piggy that maybe has traumatized Bunny in the past. Maybe it's like Bunny's bully or Bunny's antagonist. Maybe Bunny's father did something really, really bad in the household when they were little. So, yeah, and this person is saying the shot is the most extraordinary. I bet everyone cooked with this. Yes, it definitely did. It was absolute cinema. It was. But next, Minitoon is thinking of adding Sparky as a shop skin. Cool. So Sparky, of course, was in the Megan chapter in the little like sewer maze area. And overall cool. Well, I shouldn't say Megan chapter. Megan, more like Megan collab map. But I suppose you could call it a Megan chapter. But cool. So we're going to be getting a brand new piggy skin coming soon. However, it is not going to be cheap. So it is going to be expensive. So it's probably going to take quite a bit of piggy coins to grind. I can imagine it being like 1,500 piggy coins or something. I don't even know if there's any piggy skins that are that expensive. But if not, maybe like 900 something would be the price for Sparky. But I mean, honestly, I don't mind it being expensive. I feel like that the skin is actually going to look very, very cool. Especially because, it almost looks like, it almost looks like a neon, it almost looks like one of those lights that you would get that, has like the green or blue liquid in it that like, it almost looks like a glow stick. It looks like a glow stick piggy skin, and I have a feeling it's going to visually look cool. So I'm not really too surprised that it's expensive because of that. Because I really think that visually this piggy skin is probably going to really, really stand out. So cool. Also, is it like a mouse? Because I see the tail and I'm like, wait a minute, is that a mouse? Or because I have no clue specifically what this thing is. It looks like a mutation or a hybrid of something. It looks mutated to me because it looks like we got a wolf. We got these freaking big paws that make it look like, I don't know, some sort of like tree bird. I don't even know. And then we got like a mouse or rat tail, and then we got like the spider. It reminds me of the Iron Spider suit from Spider-Man. That's what it reminds me of. But cool. So we'll be getting that soon. And he said it will be coming out. Yeah, he said it'll be added to the shop this week, so it's gonna be coming soon. So that's awesome. And then also Minitoon said he's open to Piggy and Pressure collab. And honestly, I would be down for this. Pressure's a good Roblox game. Overall, it's got that similar dynamic to Doors. So I mean, if we get like a Piggy Pressure collab, to me, it would almost, to me, I feel like that'd be a step closer to maybe having a Piggy Doors collab. But what would be cool is that we can have a floor based on Piggy stuff, and then we can have a Piggy map that's based off of the stuff in Pressure. It'd be cool. This would be a W collab in my book. And then also there's this thing called Piggy Misfits. I haven't necessarily heard much of anything about this. Yeah, I mean, the first thing I kind of thought of was like Pixel Playground. Um so yeah. But yeah, apparently though the gameplay is going to be similar to Decay according to Minitoon. And now people were kind of saying that like this person specifically said the decay formula isn't replayable at all. And yeah, it looks like a lot of people are saying this. So, oh yeah, and this person asked, is this the Piggy Hunt replacement? Wait, where was it? Here we go. Let's send replies. It's the Willow and Tigray spin-off game. Okay, that makes sense. But yeah, I didn't even know what this was. But like the first thing I thought it was Pixel Playground. Because Misfits Gaming, but still though, cool. So there's gonna be a new Piggy game. However, though, people seem disappointed that it's gonna be similar to Decay. And honestly, like, I don't mind, but I do kind of understand. I do kind of agree with the replayability aspect. Like, like Decay, like I'm probably never gonna play it again. Because Decay is just kind of like that one-time thing that you kind of do. Just like the Breakout chapter in Piggy. Like, I'm not really interested in playing that again. Like, I do prefer that style of map with, like, the 10-minute timer and then you escape. Because to me, like, the Decay stuff, like, the maps like Decay, it doesn't necessarily feel as much like Piggy. It's still cool, right? But, it just takes a long time the first time, and there's no replayability, and that's kind of disappointing. Um, but, am I overly disappointed that it's going to be similar to Decay? Not really. But is it going to feel a little bit odd that it isn't necessarily the traditional Piggy gameplay style? Yes. And then Piggy Intercity is going to have live events, so that's very cool. I do like that. Like I said with Grow Garden in the past, the update countdown streams, I enjoy doing those, and now for Piggy Intercity, I can hopefully do the same thing. And the fact that it has live events is going to be awesome. And I have a feeling that these ones will actually have the potential to be good, as well. So, I'm excited for that. That's going to be good. And then Christmas updates. Minitune might bring back Winter Holiday or Distorted Holiday. Which one was the better one? I think Distorted Holiday was probably the better one. So hopefully he brings that back. Or maybe he can bring back something. Maybe he can bring back a more evolved version of Holiday. This guy's saying, how about the Winter Holiday for Book 1 and the Distorted Holiday for Book 2? I mean, I'm down for that too. He could bring back both. But cool. So we're gonna be getting one of these maps back for the Christmas update. So that's awesome. And then Inner City's gonna be getting merch. And honestly, this is awesome. Of course, Roblox added an update where you're able to pretty much have players purchase real life merch in Roblox games. Piggy Inner City getting merch is going to be awesome. Maybe I'll buy a shirt that says like Piggy Inner City on it or something. Like, that'd be cool. I would be down to buy some Piggy merch. I still have to buy, of course, my fair share of Creek merch, but Piggy merch, hey, I'm down for that, honestly. I am down for that. And then Decay 2 Delirium. So Minitune confirmed you don't need to beat Decay to play Delirium, because of course, Decay Part 1 was Decay, right? But yeah, the good news is that you don't have to play through the first map to play the second. And honestly good. Especially considering that, people are complaining about the replayability. It was the right decision for Minitune to do this. So that means you could go right to the second map if you don't want to play Decay. So that's great. Look at that thumbnail, though. See, look at that. That looks like Bunny. That looks like Bunny, yo. I'm telling you, this is going to be related to Bunny. 100%. And I have no clue what that creepy claw thing is. Like I said, it could be, it could even be some sort of like, it even could be some sort of like creepy spirit, creepy evil spirit that's trying to like get Bunny's soul or something. I don't know. Would a Piggy story go that dark? Possibly. What does it say here? Wizard Watch Studios, starring Bunny Decay 2. Oh, look at that. So it does say Bunny. Look at that. So I was right. It is related to Bunny. So I wonder how it's going to be related to Bunny. So I guess my prediction was right there because it says Bunny literally right there. Let me zoom in. And look at that. Minitune and Wizard Watch Studios present you a new Piggy Decay update starring Bunny. Look at that. Looks like my prediction was right. So cool. So it's going to be a Bunny character-focused chapter. So awesome. I forget if Decay was focused on Bunny. It might have been. I could be wrong, but I feel like this is going to really dive into Bunny's past, though. So we'll definitely have some deep lore coming with this one. And then Minitune confirmed we will learn about many mysteries. So once again, we got some more, as the Megan Mo Show describes it, for Piggy Legacy, deep lore. And then it'll get an official trailer soon, which I assume that's not the teaser trailer that I reacted to here. But if I had to guess, maybe we're going to be getting a full extended trailer. Because, yeah, this beat was what, July 5th? And then this one was July 6th. So it looks like we're going to be getting another trailer, an official trailer, which is probably going to be like a minute or two long. So I'll definitely react to it whenever it comes out. So that's awesome. But, yeah, guys, lots of piggy news today. Thank you all so much for sticking around and watching. If you haven't yet, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, turn on notifications. Hope you all have a fantastic day. See you all next time. Peace out. Woo!